Greetings, adventurers, and welcome to another tiny session of the Age of Stress style.
Sorry.
The Age of Adventure RPG. I am a GM Age, and tonight with me is the Abbott to my Costello,
Oh,
TAZZ. There's an oldie for
oh
you.
yeah, brother.
Yeah, good
It's
mate. How
not
are
bad.
you?
That's good. That's a bit getting a bit old school there. I thought I'd be the Hardy to your Laurel, but okay, fair enough.
Oh man, that's next week. Now I have to make a note. Don't
Sorry,
use.
dude.
One more thing I have to check. Such
Okay.
is the life. All right, we are playing or continuing our adventure, part 5 of the Doom in Darkwood. And currently, before we quickly introduce the characters, I did make a note of where we were. Where was it? Game chat. Okay,
We were
you're
just
in.
on the edge of the well. Sorry, the inside of the well. There's a
That
little
is
platform
correct.
there that we found.
That is correct. Inside there's a tunnel entrance built inside the wall of the well shaft. A torch is lit and tied to Johnny's backpack. And
Johnny.
Johnny Bricks, JB to his mates, and Jimmy and Ari survived well, not really a pitfall, but survived an encounter with I think it was called a blood eel that you managed to dispatch or force away and then climb out. So
Also
you're
away. Yeah,
you're wet but alive, and I think you had a note of something you wanted to do, which I didn't write down here, but
I did.
I'll
Yes.
get you to introduce your characters or who the cast is,
Okay.
and then you can kick it off.
Sure. We have two characters or three characters actually here today. Two PCs and one NPC. The main character is our good friend Jirak, the Orcish warrior, aka Jimmy the Mace. His goal in life is to bring down the Merchants Guild of Iron Spire, which he used to work for and saw some horrible things, which made him change his life and his ways. His colleague is the halfling rogue Arabella Brockwart, or Ari to her friends. Her goal is to find her brother Dudo, who was taken away by the Merchants Guild as a payment for some outstanding debts. They are joined by the NPC Johnny Bricks, the Goblin Barbarian, who is also a maker of teas, which the party would be wanting some after being dunked in the well. The note I have is that Ari does require healing. She's currently on stamina of 2 with a max of 4.
Well, let's check
So
that. Yeah, let's do a quick check in here. So stamina of 2, you're okay. Yep. Hero points 1.
he got 1.
Pretty tight.
But Jimmy's come to the fore. He's still on full health, max of 6, with 5 hero points. So
All right, it's going to be all on the orc's shoulders, as it always should be and always
as it always seems
is.
to be. Yes.
Now, before you do your little thing that you wanted to do, as you've pulled yourself from the well, and then you asked Johnny to come down the ladder because it broke halfway, he was able to get
Yes.
in. Because you did have a mishap where you landed in the water, the first rolls of the night I need is for you to roll a d6, followed by Ari, and there's a 1 in 6 chance that something has been dislodged or misplaced and lost in the well. So
Right.
one's a
Okay.
bad, or you can choose the number, I guess, if you want to.
No, keep with ones.
All
Ones are
right,
bad.
no problem. Who's
Right.
this
Let's
for?
go. That was Jimmy. Next one will be Ari. Of course, it's a 5, which is bloody typical. But anyway,
No problem.
3 for bloody. That would have been hero point again. And Johnny's okay though. Yeah.
Yep, Johnny didn't fall in there. So quick inventory check reveals that nothing has been lost, and it is dark and quiet inside this tunnel, albeit there was a lot of shouting you guys did up and down. But I think I did
Yes.
mention that it looks like a man-made tunnel. There are wooden struts constructed to hold up the wall. The wall is dry at the moment because it's been a fine day. Yeah, the walls are dry, but they're sort of caked mud, compacted mud. And what would you like to do?
Cool. First thing we're going to do is apply Ari to apply some healing.
Okay, does she have a healing kit?
She does, with 4 uses left.
All right, you get an extra dice because there's no threat at the moment. So roll 2 dice and see if she can get a 3 or higher on one of those dice.
Okay, first roll.
First roll, well,
Just
not.
thinking about it. Oh, this interaction failed. It's telling me something.
Wow, we're not
And we'll
having
try
any.
again.
We're not having any luck with technologies tonight.
Oh, and it's failed again.
Failed
Oh
again.
dear, that's not good.
I'll see if I can roll
Yeah,
for you.
sure.
This is not the result. I'm just going to see if I can roll. Okay.
Yeah, no worries.
Oi! All right, I'll load another dice roller, and
Sure.
we will get this fixed.
Yeah.
All right, I've just loaded another dice roller.
Wonders of modern technology, people.
Okay.
Unbelievable.
Unfortunately, there won't be any graphics with this dice roller, but we did a bit of a test and it is working. So, having said that, you are going to make your roll now.
Right, so,
Threes
okay,
or
not
higher?
going to laugh. Yep, all right, here we go. Oh, we like those rolls.
Exactly the same as the test roll.
The
That's
same.
everything's
Beautiful.
working
So
beautifully.
that's a hero point?
It is.
Is that a hero
and
point?
It is a hero point and also a stamina point.
Right,
Johnny
so we go
Bricks.
again.
Johnny Bricks just steps forward with his spear, and just looks
Yes.
back at you and says, "It seems very quiet, almost too quiet."
Why don't you just calm the farm? We will, let's see to Ari's wounds and then we'll move forward.
Ari is very appreciative of you realizing her injuries from the bites.
So we'll make another roll.
Yes, sir. That's one
Ooh,
success.
That is one success.
Yep, that's
all
enough
we needed.
though.
Okay,
Is
so
it?
she is now back to 4. And she used two uses on her healing kit. And she is now back to 4. And she got a hero point for her troubles. Beautiful. Okay.
Excellent
good.
foray. Now she is armed with her shield. You are armed with your hammer, and Johnny has the spear. And you are in this tunnel. The tunnel is low, but still enough for you to stand. It's just a little bit hunched, only wide enough for one person, and moves forward into darkness.
Okay, let's all move it together as a team and do it my way.
What's the order of march, sir?
So Johnny has the torch, so we'll put him in the middle.
Okay.
Ari will go forward, be up the front, and Jimmy will bring up the rear.
As you creep forward in the dark, she tries to sneak, which she will get 2 dice normally, plus 1 dice for preparation with no threat, as she is moving very slowly and cautiously. She sneaks her way forward. Phooey. All right, she gains a hero point. And
3 successes.
Yep, she gets a hero point as well. And you see as the torch, is it? Yeah, the torch sort of flickers on her face as she turns around. She indicates that there's 2 passages right and left. She whispers something to Johnny Bricks, who whispers something to you. And Johnny Bricks says, "The right leads to a dead end, the left to a curtain."
Let's go left then.
Ari stops and says, passes again another whisper that Johnny Briggs says, because she got 2 successes. The other success gives her. Johnny Briggs says, "The floor to the left is strewn with broken bits of ceramic."
Okay, so that would suggest that's a trap or an alarm to hear people coming.
Okay, you're basically just whispering in his ear, not enough because the sound travels very easily here. So, actually, you might as well as just for the sake of it, get Jimmy to also roll 2 dice and see if one of those can be a 1, as he also tries to mimic the sneaking, not making much sound. And then if he's
isn't it? Oh, is it mind?
no,
Sneaking?
NPCs only have a 1 in 6, so I gave him an extra.
Sorry, you're thinking of Johnny Bricks.
Oh, Johnny Bricks, sorry. Johnny Bricks. Yep, second in the line.
2d6, and one of them has to be a 1.
I still curse you
not
calling
Jenny.
him Johnny and you're Jimmy, but anyway, that's another story. You see rolling, because even a success, if you rolled a success, won't count because it won't be successful because the party's, he unfortunately makes a bit of noise. But which direction did you choose? Dead end or the curtain and the ceramic?
No, the curtain. Yeah, the curtain.
All right. As Ari starts creeping forward, she's going to try to
Yes.
avoid the broken bits of ceramic. And Johnny Bricks doesn't move. He stays at the intersection, so it lights up that
Yes.
three-way passage. As you get to the
Gladly.
intersection, you can make a mind roll as you also survey the scene.
2 dice.
You can get 2 dice. The big
One
cannon.
success.
Okay, so you concur that you actually can't see those broken bits. It just looks like, rock, normal gravel, but you can only trust Ari, I suppose, with a keener eye. But to the right, both passages go the same length, so it's a T junction, but just one ends at a dead end, and the other one you can just make out. You can't tell it's a curtain, but you can make out it's some type of not structure, like some sort of
Sure.
something blocking it. All right, so it is only a near distance to that, so she basically can make her roll now to see if she gets 3 dice to see if she can bypass all these broken bits that she noticed with 2 successes. Wow, she's on fire.
Oh,
She is on
hero
fire. Okay, now, unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, she's now a near distance away from you, so she's out of whisper distance. The light is just
Right.
flickering on her, and she just points that she's near the curtain. She's got her shield
Okay.
handy, and you're at the intersection with all the light.
All right. I'll signal to move the curtain aside and peek her head through.
Okay, she hesitates for a long while.
She is paranoid.
She hesitates for a whole round. If you want to do anything, and when you see her hesitate, and you see Johnny Bricks sort of looks up at you, he gets his spear ready to throw because he's skilled in throwing.
I just put my hand on Jimmy's shoulder. Sorry, on Johnny's shoulder. Shit, I've done it now. On Jimmy's shoulder.
He says to you, "Harry is taking a big risk for us, Jimmy."
I trust her, Johnny.
The drape gets pulled, and immediately she's assailed. Let's roll turn order. Start with your. It doesn't.
Okay, so that's
we'll just roll
4d6, yeah?
No, 6d6. This is for Jirak.
Oh, 6. Okay, so Durac. Oh, that's not good.
That's not good.
We're going to re-roll that.
Well, wait till the enemy because they might roll lower. So just do all the heroes first.
I'd be very surprised. All right,
Let's do Ari.
Ari. That's better.
Hey, it's very good.
Johnny's the same as me.
Johnny's the
isn't
same as you. So now let's roll for the encounter. Go. That's going to make it tough for you. Do you want to use a hero point or just...
No, I'm not going to waste a hero point on that. No,
Okay.
It's a high number.
That's a very high number. All right. So with that, Ari notices this. They're waiting. So that's the obvious
Right.
thing, unfortunately. But because there was no cracking, there's no surprise. Basically, both parties have whoop wide-eyed. Someone's right at the door.
Shit. Okay.
All right. So
What can she see?
she can see. She calls out straight away. Those gremlin creatures! That's what she yells. She does get the first move, so she can actually back away because there's no rules for retreat. You can actually attack and then retreat. And she sees 2 of them in the doorway. Both are armed with daggers.
Yeah, okay. Attack and then retreat. Stab one of them and then run back.
Okay, she quickly grabs as a free action her. You can call out what weapon. Yeah, okay, stiletto, and she grabs. She crouches down, gets stiletto out of her boot, does an upward thrust. Make a dice roll. She only got 1 dice, I think.
So that'd be
Yeah.
1 dice. I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
1d6. Fail.
No, it goes wide as it sort of cuts a bit of the curtain or the rug.
Hold on. How many points has she got? She's got 3 now, isn't she? No, she's got 4. No, you're going to use a hero point.
All right. She wants to get a hit in. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So you can either take that minus that hero point, or you sorry,
Use
you
it.
keep
Use
yeah, you can use it to do an extra point of damage.
Yep. No, that's exactly what I'll do.
All right, then with that, she thrusts it. She cuts a bit of the curtain, and the creature tries to dodge, but then the stiletto goes smack in the side of its neck. Ah! It sort of like gargles, drops both its daggers, and then falls
Yeah.
to its knees as the other one says, "Intruders!" It calls out in broken common.
No,
Okay.
I'm back.
And with that, she runs back. Now, with you, when you've got allies, you can change your order because everyone can move for each other, etc. So you can
Sure.
decide, because you're at an intersection, you can basically let me know who is going to be closest to the encounter if they decide to attack.
Uh, Jimmy will be closest.
And then who's second?
Uh, Ari and then Johnny.
All right. So Johnny, you need to decide whether Johnny is in the passage you came from or in the passage that went to the dead end. Because Ari is
No,
now
the passage we came from.
okay. That means he
Yeah.
doesn't
So
have sight of these encounters.
no, that's fine. I need him to look to the right. I actually probably won't be able to do that anyway.
No.
It's not the passageways are not side. We can't get side by side, can we? It's only
Can't get side
single
by
file.
side. Yep.
No, just I'll stay in front. No, he stayed behind.
So you're in front. You want Jimmy to stay. Johnny to stay
Johnny.
second. He's in the T junction in the knuckle
JB,
sort of
we're going
thing.
to tackle him.
JB. JB. Officially, he is sworn as JB, Knight of the Goblin
JB.
Order. And where's Ari? In the tunnel with the dead end or in the way back?
No, way back.
Okay, so she can't see this in this
That's
what's
fine.
ever going to happen. Because you've let JB stay in the middle, he still casts enough light for you to act. Good work, sir.
Sure.
So you can still make sight of these creatures, and you notice as one falls, blood pumping from his throat, another one emerges from whence he came, but the one who was already next to him throws a dagger in your direction, which you can choose to block or dodge.
Now refresh my memory. Blocking is two dice.
Blocking is 2 dice, but you have to have a blocking item, which I think you do
I've
have
got-
your van
Yeah,
braces.
van brace.
But then
Yep.
a success means you only minus 1 point of damage, whereas a dodge is
Yeah.
harder, but you avoid all damage.
Oh, I think I'll go the block.
No worries. The dagger,
I'm taking a punt that it's only going to be 1 point of damage.
the odds.
Hero point.
You don't get a hero point defending. A reminder to all those watching it. He always tries it every session.
This is why I've got this bloody thing.
You do your Amazonian deflection, which you learnt in those years
Oh yes.
in the Amazon. You dodge that. The second one that was next to him that didn't throw
Yes.
does a move attack like a berserker. Gets to you in one round, like a little Yoda, then leaps up in the air and tries to plant its dagger into you. You can block or dodge.
I might as well block again.
Okay. They've messed with the wrong intruder. Ooh, only one success,
Only one
but it's
success.
enough. You've learnt the weakness of your enemy. As it's your turn, because those two attacks, roll 1 dice and add 1. You want low as better. Low is better.
Oh, that's not good.
In the flickering light, you see that one with the neck pumping still, and you see 2 others from inside that room look down, say something not in common, but they look angry. Their eyes are swollen red. They look exactly the same to you, but they've got daggers. They talk to each other, and they also charge down. They can't act in this turn though. They can only move. But you've.
So are they side by side?
It looks like these
They're smaller?
gremlins. It looks like these gremlins can go side by side. But at the end, at this turn, you'll only have one you can actually engage in. The other 2 are moving together, but not in melee, so they won't gain you into melee distance. But you can move like you could move in the middle of 3 of them if you wanted to. You can also do an action where you can hit 2 targets by losing 1 dice.
So that was my question.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you
how
can
does 2
definitely
targets work?
move to them to close into, hack one and then hack another one, but they're not moving into you.
Right. So
Oh.
how to explain how the targets, the 2 hitting 2 targets?
Did you see that?
No, I didn't see that.
a message came up and said Spotty Cord has paused so that voice isn't interrupted.
Oh, well, there you go.
Anyway, I've unpaused it.
Interesting.
Okay, sorry, what did you say? Or what did you ask?
I'm sorry. Two attacks. How does that work for
Okay,
those listening at home?
yes. So normally you would have 2 dice because you're skilled in one hand. What are you armed with? Your hammer.
Hammer.
Yeah. Okay, normally you would have 2 dice because you're armed in one-handed weapons, but now you get 1 dice, but you'll be able to do 1 hit to one and 1 hit to the other on the 1 roll.
Let's do that. Why not?
All right, let's go.
So I want to step into the corridor.
Mm-hmm.
So if the corridor's it's the T junction, correct?
You're already
I
in the
want to
left
step
arm of the T junction.
right. Okay. So I want to step into the center. So one, they can't attack anybody else but me, but also Ari can then sneak behind.
I'll draw a little picture for you to make it
Sure, please.
a bit clearer. Where is my? Do I even have it open?
So we're in a T junction. We're at the base of the T. They're coming
No.
from the left. Is that right?
No, you're not. I'll tell you. I'll draw it here.
Okay, well, sure.
It's coming. It's coming. Get ready, folks, for the wonders of what. Actually, Discord does have an app called Whiteboard, which we probably could have used,
really?
but anyway, for now, I'll just do this, and then this might be able to give you a better appreciation, as I use a bit of French. So
Rightio.
where the 0 is, at the bottom is the well
Yes.
shaft. You've come north.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
At that T junction, Ari went left to those 2 dots where that was where the curtain was. Now
Yes.
at that T junction,
Yes.
JB's in the middle, so he's actually in the middle of the T junction.
Oh, he's in the middle.
He's in the middle.
Right.
Ari is south, so she's out of view of that.
Yep.
And you
Where
are
am I?
left, so you've stepped into that
Okay.
tunnel to engage.
Yeah, the
but
idea was for me to go into the center.
you can do that.
Johnny-
You can do that, but then you'll
Yeah.
only be able to hit 1. The only way
Because
for
I
you to
was
hit 2
thinking-
is to move into them.
Okay.
Because only 1 you're engaged with. If you step back, you can't hit 2, but if you move forward, you can cut through 2. But that means you'll be...
Ari throw between? Can Ari still throw her daggers at them, even though I'm in the way?
She can, but she has a 1 dice penalty. That's going to be a
Right,
lot
okay.
harder. If she goes... She can do... Essentially, remember, as heroes, you can swap places for moving, but once that combat round starts, your round ends, you can't change positions. So right now,
Sure.
you could decide to hit 1 and then move to do swapping, or tell those 2 to swap positions. They can all do that as a free action. But once it's the encounter's turn... Oh, we've still got Ari next. So you've got...
Yeah, that's right. I was thinking, you know what? Just let's keep it going as it is. I'm going to attack. I'll stick with my original plan. I'll attack 2 of them.
All right, you advance. You step forward. You don't go
D6.
back. Let's go. Excellent.
So
All
yes.
right. Your first hammer clubs into one of them. The one who threw the dagger. Oh no, he stayed back. Oh no, he did attack, didn't he? Yeah, he did a berserker attack.
Yes.
And as you do that, 1 hit seems to enough to bring him down. They seem they don't have armor or anything, and they don't seem very strong at all. So that one gets taken down. And the second one, you hit. So you can describe how you want to dispatch these 2 if you want, because they don't seem very strong.
Yeah, so swing with the hammer at the one that tried to attack me hand to hand. Crush his skull on the head of my hammer. And the other one who seemed genuinely shocked that I've come forward, as they're not normally used to facing an orcish warrior. Puts his hands up in supplication as I just follow through with the reverse swing and crush his head against the wall.
These teeth fly out as his head flies into a shard at the wall. Just leaves a blood splatter as he falls down. And you realize that at this point there's 3 bodies just strewn, but they seem that the is there 3 or 4? Oh, there's 4 bodies
I
down.
thought there was 4.
Yeah, there's 4.
No, sorry. There's 3 bodies, and there's 2 others still around.
So there's one down at the curtain, who Ari
Yes.
dispatched, and you've
Yes.
dispatched 2, but 3 of them went through. So there's still 1 up,
Yep.
and there's
Okay.
2 back in the room because there was. What did you roll?
No,
You
there's
rolled
still
6.
another 3.
There's a 3 back in the room. All right, so 3 down.
I rolled
And
6 plus 1.
yeah,
So
that's
I
right,
actually rolled
7.
7.
Correct. All right, so I'll just make a change there. So that you're engaged with 1, but you can see straight away charging forward, yelling crazy goblin obscenities are 2 more, even though you've dispatched 1 at the curtain and 2 quite easily at this little skirmish. You think they're either very brave or they've got some sort of death wish. All right,
Good.
what do you want?
Can I make a mind check to see if they've got any redness around their lips?
You can as a reaction. You won't get a hero point for it, but you can make a mind.
It's okay. Right. D6.
Oh,
Yes.
yep. You can
Right,
see
okay.
that they look like
Stay away
they
from
were.
drugs, kids.
That's
Stay
the
away from
lesson for
drugs.
everyone. Okay, what about JB?
JB, no, he's just going to stand there and make sure we've got the light.
Okay, so he's looking forward. He says, "I can throw my spear."
Yeah, no, but there's a chance it might hit me.
He can
Yeah,
move
no,
past.
look the other way in case they come around from behind.
Okay. All right, then in that case, he turns and looks towards the dead end.
The right. Yeah, to the
The
dead end.
All right. Okay, so he does that. Look towards theirs. We go to Ari.
All right. Okay. So she now you can tell me if I can do this. She's going to use her stealth skill, see if she can sneak up closer to the curtain. And a possibility.
Sneak can really only work if there is a space to move around. So she can't really
There's
sneak
no space.
there. She can, if I can pay it if she stays where she is, use a sneak to prepare an ambush. Anything that comes by, she'll get a bonus.
That's,
Do that.
uh,
Or she can attack. Or
She can attack.
she could
Wait,
go
well, yeah.
behind you. If you
Yes.
move forward, she'll go.
yeah, but then
You
she
sneak.
takes the hit. Yeah.
No, like you move forward, so she basically burns her turn to sneak behind you. As you attack, as long as you like dispatch some enemies, she can then on next turn appear from behind you to get a bonus dice. Like she's
Sure, let's do
using
that.
you as the shield.
Yep. Okay. Cool.
All right, roll 2 dice, and she basically gets in front. Now she's in between you and JB.
One success.
One success. She's pretty confident they're dim-witted enough not to know she's following behind you. So the order now is Jimmy, Ari, and in the intersection but not facing you is JB. All right, as we go to the encounters. So just remember, Ari will have a bonus dice and do an extra point damage. All right, on her next round if she attacks. Okay, so she's got that. All right, with the encounters, 2 of them do berserker attacks at you. So you need to, well, you can block. Yep.
Block both.
You realize these gremlins are possessed but stupid. Yep.
So first one's missed.
You easily deflect those 2.
Hurry. Second one. Oh, another miss.
And that as well. So as they come, doesn't stop them. They're yelling and screaming and
trying away. Yeah, frantically.
They're frantic. Behind them, you see another 2 trying to. Is that right? So there's 2 on you plus that's the 7. Yep. Okay.
Yep.
So there's 4. So there's 2 who can get to you, and there's 2 behind who can't get to you at the moment. But they're like, kill the intruders. I want a piece of them. Leave a piece for me. And using the bodies as a stepladder, like they don't seem to care.
Sure.
Simultaneously as that happens.
Yes.
Simultaneously as that happens.
Shit.
Because you had JB looking the other way, he calls out right to you. He doesn't get a chance to act, but he can call out just an alert. He said, "One has appeared through the wall." Okay, and now with that, this entity which you haven't seen at this point Roll a d6. This is the random type of attack this creature's doing.
6.
6. Okay, so that means a JB has a 1 in 6 chance of avoiding this attack. Actually, you know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say it didn't do anything last time, so it's prepared. Can roll 2 dice. 5 4. Would have been good if 5 was your number. You can use a hero point if you want, or that cops it.
No, we're going to use a hero point. We're going to need to save JB. No, not Daddy. All right, hold on. Use the hero point. No, unsuccessful.
Okay. You see a red. You hear a blast of energy. It crackles and hisses, and the whole corridor lights up red. And when it does, like lights up, it sort of buoys, all of the gremlin disciples into a frenzy. There's no word spoken, but you can smell the char of flesh being hit as JB gets 2 points of damage, which is not good, I don't think, for JB. Let's have a look.
He's down to 1, isn't he?
JB's down to 0.
Oh, is he? Collapses.
JB collapses. Now, that means JB will die in a number of rounds. So I'm going to mark down this round. Oh, no, and its turn will be round 1. Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, so this goes to your turn, Jirak. You've got 4 goblins in front of you. Goblins. 4 gremlins.
That's very racist of you.
Sorry about that.
Okay, let's do the double strike again.
Still pave away. Okay, yeah, Ari will be able to act next. Yeah, fair enough. All right, go. Roll 1 dice. Like a hot knife through butter. Yep, no worries. Okay. Again, you can let me know how your bloodied hammer with bits of flesh and skull on it.
Just have a tear rolling down my eye as I see JB go down. I just sort of grit my teeth and go, Arr! Swing again, and they just put their hands up as if to attempt to block and just fail miserably.
You smash one of their hands into their face and it goes in their eyeballs. That's just made to go rated R. All right, bang. You carve through 2 more, paving the way to the last 2, and beyond that, the darkened recess of like perhaps a cave or some sort of cavern. As Johnny Bricks goes down, there's a 1 in 6 chance he falls on the flame and he starts catching fire.
Right. Oh, of course there's a 1 in 6 chance.
Now, does he have any flammables? Oh, you can't use a hero point. It's just random. Oh, no. Let's have a look.
Well, he's got a tinderbox, torches.
Doesn't have any oil. Oy, okay. Unfortunately, as you see him fall, you turn back. He's still got crackles of energy lighting off him, and as they do, you see this flame go underneath him. He gets another point. Yeah, you see his face sort of melts a bit. His kettle though starts whistling.
That's horrible. That's horrible.
You got to admit that's
You're
quite funny.
DM, I tell you. Oh dear.
Okay, he starts
spent
cooking.
a lot of time coming up with that character, and you just blew him away.
The good news is he was a shield for you, and also
that's true.
He doesn't douse the light. So think of these. Think of the positives.
Practically, because he's on fire.
Think of the positives. That's all I want to say. Think of the positives.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay, with that, Jirak clears the way. Ari, as per her plan, to get her bonus, she has to sneak and attack those 2, or at least one of them.
Oh, she can't attack. She can't. What can she see at the other end?
Yeah, well, as she turns, she sees this creature. Sorry, I should have faced this. You can see as you turn to see JB. Sort of actually not in the darkness, because he's lit now. So there's 2
well and truly lit.
There's 2 light sources coming from him. Okay, you see what looks to be a well-dressed, respectable, elderly gremlin holding a staff, and it has a gem or an orb in the top of it, which is now going dull, but was definitely red. and he's sort of looking
Right.
like this. And he says something, and he just finishes saying something in Gremlin, and he says, "You will die, intruders."
Oh, let's see what happens. Okay, so Ari, she's going to run an attack, or
Uh,
how was this bonus work?
okay, so first of all, her bonus was a sneak attack on the gremlin. So if she attacks a gremlin, she'll get a bonus. She won't get a bonus on. We'll just call him the
No,
chief.
no, let's do that. Let's sneak attack on the gremlins. Put them away. There's only two left.
Right, she gets a bonus dice. So let's have a look what she would normally have. Normally, she would have
Normally, we only have.
one dice. So if you wish, you could burn that one dice to hit both of them in a heroic.
Yes.
Oh, you make the GM happy. Why did you roll
She
two
got
dice?
one hit. Oh, sorry, I fucked up there. Sorry. Right,
Normally, I
there we
take
go.
the first. You don't muck around.
Yeah.
All right. Normally, I would take the first roll, which is the 6,
Uh,
but in this case, we'll say for heroic effect, she does
yes, for
manage.
sure.
Yeah, she does manage to. You can describe how she does. She's also she angered fury, tears striking down,
Oh yeah, yeah.
seeing her
Uh,
fallen brethren.
she just grabs her, takes a leap off the thigh of Jimmy as she sort of like bounces off around the corner. Sorry, behind Jimmy, and leaps up and just grabs her stiletto in two hands and drives it straight down into the chest of one of them. And as the other one just looks, the angel of death that's just come around the corner here. She just reaches out and just slashes across the throat of the
Oh,
second.
well, first of all, they're shocked that she appeared. Where that
Yes.
come from? And one of them was just saying, "We've got him right where we want him now, Craigie." For some reason, they think they're winning. You're not too sure, but maybe they were buoyed by the crackling red energy that
Oh,
did
definitely, I'm
explode out.
sure.
There's a pile of gremlins littered around this corridor as we move to the encounter. You are now the target for the encounter. As you turn,
I am first.
you are
It's
now,
my
yeah.
turn.
Oh, sorry, yes.
Is it
No,
my
is it
turn?
your turn? No, no, that was Ari's
No,
turn. You had
it's
your
it.
turn, yeah. It's
Yes,
the
sorry.
encounter's turn.
Now
Yep.
its turn. Yeah.
All right, roll d6 for the type of attack it does. 1d6. You know that 6 is the crackling burst of energy.
Can I use a hero point?
Not on that. I told you you will die. You know, red energy bounces off the walls, coming from its staff towards you.
Dodge. Block.
Um, you can dodge or block. It's up to you.
We will dodge.
Ooh, try and avoid it all. That's courageous.
Yeah.
All right, one dice.
Under 6. Oh, hero point.
No, you don't get a hero point defending.
That's gonna.
And I'll tell you, folks, he tries it every time. Unfortunately, you needed 2 successes against this big bad. And even though you're able to turn a bit, the arc sort of bounces off some of the stone on the wall, crackles into you for 2 points of damage. So you know this is a hard encounter now.
Oh, really? So it was. Oh, well, balls that up, didn't I? I should have blocked.
Well, you live and learn. Or you could have used a hero point to have 2 points of dodge. That's a...
Can I use a hero point now?
No, you already made your 1 dice roll. There's no retrospective. But
No,
good to
I
know.
forgot about that.
Good to
All
know
right.
for next time. All right.
Hold on. How much damage did I cop to?
2 points of damage as it crackles into you. With that, the let me think. Actually, gives you 2 points of damage, and
So the block was no good.
you didn't block. You dodged. You tried to dodge, and
Sorry, dodge was no good.
no,
Sorry.
no good. No, needed 2 successes. Okay,
Oh.
it backs because it did a red burst of energy. You realize that the wall is no longer there. That was hiding. That seemed like a dead end. Okay, so
Yes.
it steps back into that room, and it's a room full of vials, and it's got like a workbench and this sort of stuff. But it moves a distance where you can't get to it with a charge. It'll take you an extra round to get to it. So it basically moves to be strategically away from a melee attack. You can throw it, you could move and throw, but just so you know, it's retreating, getting a far distance away. All right. With
Sure.
that, after hitting you, we go to Ari. Oh no, Jurek.
Oh, it's me.
Yeah, you are. You're last.
Right.
Hang on, yeah, because you attacked,
Gotcha.
then Ari. Yeah, okay, cool. That makes sense.
Yes. Yep. So it's moving further away.
Yes.
Right, so
Now,
I would have to get
I'll give you a
on.
few things. Now, you can
Sure.
move, you can halve the distance as a freebie and throw something
Yep.
because that the throw will take the other range. Or you can do a charge to make it
Yes.
all the way into melee. It costs you a dice on your action at the end of that charge.
Sure. I'm happy to do that.
Oh, you barrel. It looks shocked that you've decided to, make your. And your Ari shouts out, "No, Jimmy, wait! We need to
I
do what
wait
we
for
did
no one.
before." She wants to do the same trick, the hide behind while you move forward.
No, too
But
late now.
I've already lost one.
All
Meanwhile,
right, 1d6.
I just before you do that, I'm just going to
Sure.
quickly check. So he now has 3 points of damage and because that round. So let's note down the flame. This
Oh,
is just
I
for
thought Johnny was gone.
it
He
is.
was
This
gone,
is
yeah?
just the fire as it grows
Ah,
on his
yeah,
body
sure.
for retrieving stuff and that later.
Sure.
Okay, so now you've only got one dice left if you decide to do
Yes.
an attack. So you could use a hero
Yep.
point to make that 2 dice if you wish.
Or I can use a hero point to re-roll, correct?
You can, but
You know what? I'm going to use the hero point anyway. I
yes,
might need two
because
hits.
yeah, it's a hard encounter, so
Yep.
use your hero
Okay.
point.
Hold
You
on.
got plenty, haven't you?
I've got 4 left now. So now I'll have 3 left.
Yep. And as you commit to that, you need 2 successes.
Rightio.
You get 2 successes. You can use a hero point for an extra point damage if you wish.
I will. I will.
Okay. You do 2 points of damage as a hammer. It tries to actually like parry you.
Yes.
It's quite nimble. It says, I knew I shouldn't have trusted. What was his name?
Uh,
Eek.
what was his name? Oh, we
Eek.
never found out what his name
I
was.
think he says, I knew I shouldn't have trusted Eek. He said you were a friend, but you've come to kill us. Anyway,
Did I say that? I can't remember.
I think you just
Anyway,
assume you were a friend. Could you let him go or something? I can't remember
we
now.
did. Oh, he sort of ran away. Basically, we opened it up and helped him to get some
Oh no,
information
you
out.
threw him some food.
That's true. I did.
I think that bought you a bit
You
of.
burnt my friend. You burnt my friend. I'll burn you.
I hope you burn in hell. You trade insults after whacking him with a hammer. Blood sort of comes down from the crack in his face that you did. Ari
Now, can she do the same? Oh, she
can. It
can't
costs her
actually.
a dice to get there, so she
Yeah, she
can.
won't. No, she won't be able to do that.
Well, what is she skilled
Yeah,
in?
she's not. She's only got stealth and
She got tinker,
um.
unless
She,
you can think of something to tinker, or she can do her sneak like she did the other one. She can move halfway. That'll be
yeah,
get
let's
it.
do the sneak.
Yeah, that means she'll be at the intersection, and then she can launch an attack, a sneak attack on the next
Sure.
round. So she just burns around preparing that. Let's see if she can get in good position. She needs 2 successes. Not easy. Did you roll
So
last
she
time?
gets
Did
2
you
d6.
roll last time for her sneak?
I did.
No.
Yep.
You got to get
I
two.
only needed one. I only needed one
Oh,
success.
yeah.
Yeah.
These are harder. Yeah, fair enough.
Oh, 2d6.
I was going to give you some advice. You don't needed my advice.
I get a hero point.
You
That's
do.
what I get.
Okay. So
I
with
might need
that,
that one.
Ari prepares, gets in a position where she can do like a sneak attack, backstab, or whatever you folks want to call it. You're locked. Mono a mon. Now, this room doesn't seem to have any exits, but it's littered. It's like a laboratory. It's got a bed as well. It's obviously his quarters and his workplace. And you do notice there is a flame. It's like a red flame over like a mortar and pestle and a red sort of powder coming off it. That's the only sort of glow apart from his bursts of energy and the flame behind you that sort of lights the room. So it's all very spectacular. Roll a d6 for a type of attack. You know what 6 does?
If I get a 6 again, I'll be bloody pissed. No, a 3.
Okay. It again tries to move back, but knowing that it can't go, like it moves into the corner of its room, but it's basically in move distance, so it's played its card trying to keep out of your berserker range. It does a bit of a mumbling mumbling at you, and this wave, like the air in front of you, sort of warps. It hits you, and suddenly you feel really drowsy. This could be
Oh, trying
tough,
to put me to
dude. You
sleep.
need to make a mind roll.
Okay, so I'm figuring I'm going to need a hero point to get an extra D.
Yeah, it's not good for you. Your
Oh,
brain is very susceptible to these attacks, unfortunately.
yeah, that's true. Hold on, let me just make the adjustment first for the hero point. Whoops, no, that's...
This is where having a high mind's not the best, but anyway,
Hold on. Make sure I go to the right person.
this will be spectacular if you can resist this.
We're just stalling.
He doesn't want to roll the dice. He needs 2 successes, folks. And that ain't going to be easy.
Oh,
Ooh,
one success.
you can use your last hero point to roll both dice again. You don't know what it does. It's making you drowsy. You don't know what the effect is.
No, I need to use it.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, I got no choice. It's going to put me down otherwise.
No
failed.
successes. It doesn't put you to sleep, but you do feel sleepy, like drowsy. You've got a 1D penalty for drowsiness.
Yeah. Okay, that's okay.
Yeah, that's not too bad, but still can be tough. All right, Jirak, your turn. Unless you can, as I said, I've sort of described cursory things that are there. If you can, you don't have Tinker, but if there's anything else you think you could bring to bear against the chieftain,
I'm thinking just beating on him.
you can do that. You've got your hammer of justice.
Yeah, the trouble is I can only roll 1d6 and I need 2 to get past him from memory.
No, are you skilled in one-handed weapons?
Yeah, but I've
you got no. Yeah, well, so what you can do, the only way to get extra points, aside from hero points, is to use a round to prepare. So that means you don't act this round, but you'll gain an extra dice next round. Or you could sacrifice your round to help Ari gain a dice for her round.
Do that.
Okay, how are you going to help Ari? She's sneaking forward like a ninja. You know that she's got 2 dice at the moment.
Yeah,
she's got a bonus.
I'll just try and block his vision, just
with your
loom
bulk.
over him. Yeah.
Okay. You sort of use the light behind you to cast sort of a shadow, this big bulking shadow. All right, that's physical action.
To crush you, little man.
He says, in the next step, you will sleep and your friend will fall. He sort of licks the blood from the crack that you hit him. Anyway, let's see if you can do that. We'll say that's a might action. So you need to roll 1 dice, 5 or under, and your little charade helps Ari's attack. Oh! He says, I see you, Jimmy. I see. Oh, no. That was good thinking.
Doesn't see her, though. Or did I stuff her up?
No, you don't stuff her up. You just don't give her the bonus dice. As Ari launches the attack, she says, I'll finish you for what you did to my tea-drinking friend, Johnny Bricks, the Goblin Barbarian. Okay, so she has normally 1 dice to attack with her skill in... What is she skilled in? Stealth. Oh, she doesn't have a skill in... Yeah. So she normally has 1 dice to attack with a stiletto. She switches weapons to... Oh, she doesn't have the poison one anymore. I thought she had... What happened to the poison one? Oh, did she?
Used it on the big ogre-looking thing in the crossroads.
She has the... Now, keep in mind, she has Tinker, so she can make use of things to create... things, so keep that in mind. But for this particular attack, because it was sneak, she attacks with a blade. Normally would have 1 dice. She gets a bonus dice because she got the sneak attack. And if she hits, she'll do a bonus point of damage, but she needs to roll 2 dice. Geez, your bonus would be perfect for her, man. But anyway, roll 2 dice. She needs both of them to be 3 or under.
She's going to use a hero point.
Okay, she gets 3 dice. She needs 2 of 3 or under. Oh, yeah, that's right. She beefed up her hero points with the sneaking.
6.
She gets only 1 success. You can use another hero point to re-roll all 3 dice.
Do that.
She's down to 2 hero points. Oh my god! Do you want to use another hero point?
How many have I got?
She's got 2.
And 2 left. Oh, well, I have to do it again. Yep.
The dice are... Oh my god! Oh my god!
I
She got...
have to do it. I have to do it.
Oh my god! Oh!
Oh, that's crap. Come on.
The devil's number! The devil's number! Oh my god, the tide has turned. She sneaks and he says, "This will be a glorious victory for the Gremlin tribe. All will fear the name of Gislop, the chieftain. They will not look down on me again." All right, now it's his turn. Where are we? Here we go. So, roll. He's got 2 targets. 1 to 3 is Dirac.
Okay.
Oh no, Harry. Okay, roll the type of attack. You know what 6 is, and you know what 3 is. Oh shit! You know exactly what that is.
Just
He's
thrown away my doll.
his staff glows bright red, and arcs of electricity or energy come crackling at her. She can resist it, but she can't dodge it or anything. Hits her for 2 points. As we go to Harry. Oh no, sorry, Harry.
Dirac.
Yeah, I'm always getting this encounter wrong. I've got to be in the wrong order there. All right, Dirac, you act after the encounter. What do you wish to do?
Okay. Well, he's going to attack. He's got no choice, buddy. So it's only rolls 1d.
Okay, so you can move as a free action because he tried to back away. And, oh, yes, this is the next round after your thing. Yep, you still have that 1 dice penalty.
Refresh my memory. Can you do anything like a grapple?
A grapple costs you a dice. So you
So I can't do
effectively
it.
not in a state. You could try to help again.
Well, it is athletics.
Athletics isn't used for grappling, unfortunately. It's used for jumping, climbing, swimming.
Understand. No, just attack then.
Unless there's something
At least.
inside. No, I mean, yeah, like you could use mind to try to use some of the surroundings, but you're not very clever that way. Do you want to just help, or
It doesn't really help. I've got more of a chance to hit than what she has.
you need 2 successes, so you virtually got no chance?
Yes. Okay, well, then I have to help.
How do you want to try and help? You can't use the same tactic. Failed.
Okay, so last time I was on, I tried to block his vision.
You're side by side now, a near distance away from him.
Okay. Sure. Let's say I throw my hammer into the roof to try and cause dust to fall from the ceiling and to fall into his eyes.
Okay, yep. Let's make a might roll for that because that will require strength to dislodge some of the.
Oh, piss off.
You do indeed throw your hammer. Just lands.
Absolute Maggie Farmer of a machine, I tell you.
It just lands
Throw
next.
this roller map out the window.
It just lands next to him.
Yeah.
He says, "I don't know what
He
you're
probably just
doing."
hold on, he looks confused. That's a distraction. What
um,
was this thing doing?
oh Jesus! All right, it's Ari's turn. She can either use tinker or sneak or hide
Okay,
to save herself.
She needs to use Tinker.
Okay, think.
Okay, so what can she see? Does she need to
Yeah,
make a mind roll to have a look?
No, you don't need it. Well, you could do that. Just do 1 mind roll as a reaction. This is not her action. Just see if she can make out more than you've seen. There's no hero points, just reaction.
Hero point.
No hero
Point.
No hero point. It's not her action, but she happens to know that yes, it's a laboratory. So if anything you can think of laboratory-wise, there are beakers. There is that burning, like Bunsen burner, for want of a better term, some sort of burning. Yeah, which is only small. It's on his table, and there's also a bed and personal belongings.
Let's see if any of this redness, like, is it some sort of concentrated redness?
It looks like it's heating up something.
Yeah.
It's like bubbling, and like there's all beakers and contraptions that it's it's an experiment of some kind.
All right. Is there some sort of beakers or something? Did you say sitting on top of the brazier, like cooking
There's
away?
a
Did you
lot of
say?
there's a lot of tubes and beakers and that sort of stuff.
See if we can like maybe throw a dagger at one of her throwing blades at the experiment. Is there something that would stand out?
She could try to make an explosion that damages everyone, or she could. It has to be something to do with mind, not might. So it can't be like to
Okay.
throw something at him or something. But she could cause a chemical reaction, smoke, if you want to escape. She could try to create an obstacle that he can't cross.
Anything? Let's see. So, tinker is like repair, using things to repair, make traps or disarm traps or pick locks. Is that right?
Yep, rig items. Yeah, anything MacGyver. Think of that sort of thing as well. As well as pick locks, disarm stuff. It's a hard one.
I can't think of anything off the top of my head. I'm sorry.
She
And
can use her
she
turn.
can't hit.
She can burn her turn to do another sneak, like going
Yeah, she's
between.
going to have to.
All right,
She's
so
gonna have to.
she burrows underneath the bench, pretending to hide, but really she
Sure.
just wants to do sneak. Make her roll. To see, it's not an attack.
2d6.
Yeah, she needs 2 successes because sneak's not her best. I mean, it's good, but it's not. Do you want to use a hero point for 3 dice?
Oh well,
Oh, you
I'm going
don't.
to have to now.
She doesn't have any hero points, does she? No, she used them.
No, she doesn't. No, I got a 3. I don't get the
where-
hero point. They do.
No, he just says, where, he's like buoyed with confidence now. Where are you going, little mouse? All right, unfortunately, he sees her. So 1 to 3 attacks Ari, 4 to 6 attacks you.
I'm dead. I can't think of how to get out of this.
Oh,
1.
you don't want to roll a 6. I'll tell you that right now.
Way I'm going, mate. Never down a 6.
Ooh,
Oh, it's a 1.
That's all right. 1, he tries another spell on her. Come here, little mouse. You see this sort of like, again, the warp hit towards her, but she has willpower. So she gets to roll 2 dice. It's a mind check. She needs 2 successes, 3 or higher. Oh, you guys are
One
cursed.
success.
You guys are cursed. Okay, she also has a 1 dice penalty as she feels weakened by this spell. That is the end of its turn. Jirak. Now, for you, Jirak, there's a 2 in 6 chance that the spell has dissipated. So roll that first on
2
you.
and 6, you say?
Yep. You want to choose the numbers or just go 1, 2?
1 and 2. 1 and 2.
He's back.
1.
He's back.
Right. Let's go. Right.
Okay.
No, it's my turn.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Right, let's go. Boom. We're coming in. Well, actually, I've dropped my hammer, so I'm just going to go in Fists of Fury.
You've got the brass knuckles, so you do the same damage as a
Yeah.
hammer anyway. So, all right, you come in and basically just pelting.
2d6.
You need. Oh shit!
1 hit. Can I use it? Oh, no, I can't use the hero point.
You can't. It manages to keep your blocks at bay. You underestimate me, Orc Warrior. This will be your tomb. That's it for Jirak. You make your flurry of attacks. The only good thing for Ari is that now you are the closest target. Or is it Ari's turn? Oh, it is Ari's turn.
It's Harry's turn now. Yeah.
She failed her sneak. Bad. This is bad. Unless you can think of some tinker. Oh, she can help you. Yes. How can she help you? I didn't think of that. She could have used her turn to help you, man.
Oh, well, we weren't expecting that to happen.
Yeah. Sorry, we could do that. Or she could try.
Okay.
She could try tinker if you can think of something.
Yeah, okay. See if she can try tinker to.
But think about this,
explain what
right?
I'm looking at in front
Think
of me.
about this though. To tinker at something to be effective against the bad guy, she needs 2 successes. To help, she only needs 1.
Yeah, no, it needs to help then.
All right. Think
That's what
of
she can do.
how can she help you with a mind check?
Tap What's his name?
Gislop.
Tap Gislop. Hey, Gislop.
I'll distract him
Start
by.
poking him in the ribs.
Okay, she
Because they're both
pretends
about the same.
she heard he said that you're a mouse, so she starts pretending like she's a mouse, just as like she's
Starts
transforming.
nibbling on his ankle.
Yeah,
Do any damage?
and like he'd sort of see if that's enough to startle him. Like what's going on here? All right, you got to
So
roll
that's
a mind check with one dice. She got it. You don't get a hero point. You don't get a hero point with helping.
Isn't it an effort though? Like I can understand if it's a reaction.
No, helping's not a hero point either. Only
Fair enough.
it is an action though. Good point, but yeah, it's not a hero point action, unfortunately. All right, so Ari does distract for you to help you,
Yes.
but it's the encounter's turn, so you're the only. Oh no, she came in now. Oh.
Yeah, well, we just got to hope for the best here.
1 to 3 is Ari. No, shit, roll a dice. Oh, hang on, she had a 1 dice penalty. I forgot to apply to the health.
Oh, really?
Doesn't matter. GM Fiat. All right, let's see what sort of attack.
Charity for the night.
That's the charity, her charity for the night. Roll 1 dice to see the random attack that's sworn against. 3. Oh, that's the drowsy spell.
Yeah.
She's got mind, so roll 2 dice. She needs both dice 3 or over. But I'm already going to count that she's been hit once with that type of spell.
Oh, so it's still 2 dice? Sure, I thought it was a 1 dice
sorry,
penalty.
yeah. Jeez, now you reminded me. Has she got any hero? No, she doesn't have any hero points. No, she's okay. She gets hit by this as well. Unfortunately, as that he says,
Knocks her out.
go to sleep, mouse. She does that, and straight away does it. She just collapses straight into the dirt. She's no damage, but that second one has knocked her out. And you've recovered, so it's whose turn? That's the encounter's turn. Well, he wasted his turn on her, I guess.
Yep, Jirak.
Chirac.
D6.
You didn't hit him last time, did you?
No.
He tries to parry you with his staff. Oh, not this time.
Take that, you piece of shit.
All right, you do 1 point of damage. You got no hero points to make it anymore. So that's your turn. You've done 3 points, but he's still up. He's still up. Ari's down, so it's mono a mono. He says this will be a fight to the death. Only one of us will leave this place. Roll a d6 for the type of attack. He does like the Emperor. I said stay down as this burst of red energy sweeps over you. You can try to... No, you haven't got any hero points. Oh, no, you can try to block. Yeah, you can try to block.
Yeah.
Go for it. Roll 2 dice. Oh, my God. Father. 2 points. You can't even deflect some of the crackling energy.
Down to 2.
Your turn. You're literally going fist to fist.
What can I do? There's nothing
want
to do here.
I'll tell you that you've done 3 points damage and he's more than half. So he's either on 4 or 5.
I've got to keep fighting. I'm just going to hope for a hero point here. 2d6.
Oh, true. Oh, shit. Nope, he's still up. And roll the type of attack on you. Oh, that's not good. He does another mind attack. You can't resist. You haven't got any hero points, have you? No, you can't resist it. You've got a 1 dice penalty, and it's your action. He says, "This is the start of the end." What did he roll? Don't roll.
I haven't rolled.
Oh, yeah. What are you gonna do?
When does Ari wake up, or does she?
Okay. So we had. Oh yeah, no, we did do that. Was it been 2 rounds?
It's been 2 rounds.
Okay, she's got a 2 and 6.
6.
Oh, the tide has turned. Okay, so hold on. That means he did his move. Oh, it's your turn, then her turn. Yeah, okay. But you have got a 1 dice penalty. Ari doesn't. She comes to.
I'm going to help her. I see her come to life.
See her eyes flick open.
And I say to, I get down on my knees and I bend my head. They finish me off.
Is that mind or might? Is that mind or might though?
That's mind. It's mind. Obviously, I'm trying to distract him.
That means you have
It
to
has to be
make
a
a.
mind thing.
No, you want to help her by doing something physical, so you can do a might
Oh,
check.
right.
Yeah,
Okay.
she wants to help you doing mind, because you always go to your best one for helping.
Can I try and lift the bed and use it as a shield?
How's that help her attack?
It doesn't. How can I help using the might? Can I, like, the cave wall? Can I, like, reach up and try and grab it? See if I can pull it down?
Top of the
It's a
wall.
distraction.
Yeah, why not? You've got your goddamn
Made of mud.
brass knuckles. You tried to throw the hammer that did nothing, and this time you just sacrifice your right hand. You smash up into the wall. Roll it. Yeah, you'll
So
probably roll a
1d6,
6.
yeah?
You'll probably roll a 6 anyway. No. Shards of rock
Yeah.
splinter towards.
Yeah, instead of he just covers his
All right,
eyes.
here we go. So she gets what? Well, she didn't use a turn to sneak, obviously, to do because
Yeah.
she's just come to. So do you want her to burn this turn to get an extra dice next turn, or just attack with the bonus now?
I have to attack. It could,
All right.
I can't guarantee that either
Yep,
of us are
fair
going to
enough.
make the
So
next
normally she would have 1 dice. Now is she trying a tinker or a think about it? She can attack with might.
Surely, is there an opportunity to surprise attack, sneak attack? She wouldn't know. They wouldn't know.
Well, you've given her a 1 dice penalty, but sneak takes an action to like flank and do stuff like that. Oh, that he didn't know. Okay, I'll give
know.
you roll a d. Let me see. You got 50-50 chance. So 1 to 3, and
Good.
he's actually
Good 3.
surprised. Yep, that she came to so quick. That was good thinking though.
Yeah.
She has got the bonus
So
dice.
2d6.
But what are you?
2d6.
Yeah, but what are you doing though?
Oh, she's just going to a backstab. Even though I know there's no extra bonus or anything, but it's a backstab.
She needs 2 successes, 3 or under, and she need preferably with something of 3. That's fine. You're calling the gods. No, not enough. Not Nelly.
The
Okay.
6s I've rolled tonight has been
It's been
unbelievable.
ridiculous. Both of you are back in the fray as it's now the encounter's turn. 1 to 3, Ari. She looks at you with despair because she knows that. Okay. No.
It's me.
Goes for you. Roll a d6. You already got. Oh shit! This is danger. Danger, Will Robinson. He tries to put you
2.
out. You already got 1. You've already got 1 dice penalty.
No, I don't have 1 dice
You
penalty.
don't?
No.
Why is that?
I didn't think I got hit with
Oh,
anything.
didn't you get hit with anything? I thought he did. Oh no, because then I would have stuffed up the help again. Not think of that.
Yeah.
So you both are up. I thought you were drowsy for some reason. Or did he hit you with lightning?
don't
Maybe he hit you with
know.
lightning. Anyway,
Him,
you happen
yeah.
to. That was a roll to see who he attacks. Oh, what type of attack?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, okay. You're going to be drowsy now. That's it. Because you can't defend it. You got no hero points?
No.
Okay, you're minus 1d as he tries to put you asleep. So you got that
Right.
1d penalty. It's your turn.
Okay, so I'm trying to help, which means I can't help.
No,
Is
that
that
stuffs
right?
you up. Yep, you can move or you can do something with the laboratory. You can only basically do something that doesn't involve a check. So free stuff.
So I can't like throw myself into it on a. Can I get behind the laboratory table, or is it no way to do that?
Yeah, you can get cover.
Yeah.
can
Okay,
move.
let's do that.
All right. What do you call it? Ari seems a bit weird, but that's actually a probably good move for you. Well, it doesn't matter what you do because it's going to be. I know. Yeah, it will be Ari then the encounter. So if you want to get out of the way, if Ari fails, she's the only target.
Yeah, but she needs to somehow do 2d6 of damage, so we're going to get hit. All I can ask for is that. No, actually, no. You know what? I'm going to have to stand there.
She can sneak and then try to get the. No, even sneaking's hard for her.
Yeah, because she needs 2.
She's basically she tells you she looks at the chemicals and everything, and she basically gives you the indication that she's going to just try and cause some sort of chaos.
Explosion. Okay.
Yeah, it could be valuable to
Cool.
him. You know, you don't know the effect. It could be something, but she might as well go with what she's got the best chance to do. So what do you want to do,
Cool.
given that she says that? You could leave the room if you want,
Can't do that. That's not what. I can do.
or you can go behind the table, or you could be a barrier between him and her while she does this.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. Yeah.
Whoa. She says, no, don't do it, Jimmy. All right, you step between her as she goes to the table, and
Hey, find your brother Judo for me.
she immediately grabs multiple, whatever vials and things she can grab. She puts it all together and then basically just sees like the effect to cause some sort of effect. So roll Tinker. And
Okay,
she
which
needs
is
roll 2 dice.
2d6.
Yep, and if you get 2 successes, she can use it as a weapon or something.
It's mind.
Mind. She's done it.
Hey, finally.
So she's able to tinker an explosion.
Sure.
I guess she's able to do it in such a way as that she gets a beaker. She puts everything in the beaker, and because the beaker only there's one area, she just points it, and the whole thing just explodes in this chemical, burning chemical that lands on top. Like whatever powder he was concocting turns into an acid because she knew how to mix certain chemicals.
Of course.
You know,
Course
you know how they put the chemicals in the microwave? She remembered that. She put everything in the microwave.
Yes. Okay. She just watched Under Siege. And
You
she
put
thought,
everything
here we
in the
go.
microwave. Okay, with that burning hiss, you notice his skin starts peeling back and like almost skeletal. You know that the only thing keeping him alive now is pride and adrenaline. You know, you only need one hit on this, but he, you know, obviously continues fighting even though Ari is able to scour him with the explosion. Unfortunately, that also destroys whatever he was doing for good or ill, which leaves his turn, and he's got you only as the target because you decided to take the hit. Now, you are drowsy at the moment, or you're not? Yeah, you are.
That is
All right.
correct. I am drowsy.
D6 type of target. If it's 1 to 3, he knocks you out. No, he doesn't. He throws thunder and lightning. Oh, Dan, you're down. Oh, no, you can try to... No, you can't. You got no hero points. Bang! He knocks you back in the
Down to
wall.
0.
Your eyes close. The last thing you see is Ari just look at you alone. And you just see in her mind, she's saying, I've already lost one brother. I won't be alone again. As it pans back to her, and the only thing she can try as he turns his eyes towards her is to tinker another trap of some device. She sees the burning acid, and she reaches for a chemical that will accelerate the acid. Don't roll, but if she succeeds this, she essentially like putting water on a witch who's, you know, melting. If she fails this, it's his turn, and I think it's going to be TPK.
What's the roll?
It's a tinker roll. 2 dice, but she needs 2
2d6.
successes. Hang on, she got hero points? No, she doesn't. It's come down to this roll for the night.
Give me a minute.
Come on,
Okay.
6s. At least a 3. Get a 3. Oh, no. She throws the chemical. He dodges it as it hisses, and he just says, I see what you were trying to do. Look what you have done to me. I was a beautiful gremlin, and now this. I will make you suffer. As his lips are sort of like peeling, and he's got skeletal. Roll D6 for the type of attack. What's her stamina?
2.
Hang on, 1 to 3, and she's still in it, man. He tries the mind attack. She needs 2 successes with a mind because I forgot she's got willpower. So both results 3 or over. Oh, that's crucial. She loses 1 dice on her turn. She can only run to escape. She can't affect him with any attack unless she prepares. But then she'll cop a brunt. Would she stay or would she run?
The tinker again is not an option.
She's lost 1 dice and she doesn't have a hero point to get the second dice. She needs 2 dice. So she can either prepare. Next round she'll get the bonus dice. And next round she has a 2 in 6 chance of brushing off the effects, but not this round. I think prepare's the only thing she could. Prepare or run. That's the only two things she could do. Oh, hang on. Even if she runs, he'll follow. So she would have to try to do a full run to the ropes. She could try. She's as fast as him. She could try to flee. If she chooses to flee, there's a 3 in 6 chance that she gets to the rope before he gets to her. And then she might be able to, but then... Nah, she won't leave you. She can't.
She won't. Yeah,
she can't.
She
just prepares.
Yes. She prepares for eventual death here.
No, we'll give her a bonus dice on a defense. So.
Sure. Okay.
That's all she can do. Yeah. All right. She prepares. Roll d6. You need to get 1 to 3. If he does the magical attack, the bird. Nah, she's stuffed. She can. Well, I mean, she's not totally stuffed, but she can. Oh no, yes, she is, because she's not skilled in defending. A crackle of energy bursts.
Got a shield.
All right, she grabs a... Has she got the shield?
She has.
She lifts up the shield. Roll 2 dice. If both of those 3 are under, she only gets 1 point of damage.
No chance of this happening, mate. Fucking kill
She
me.
falls beside you. As she knocks you, it sort of startles you to awaken as you both look at each other in the eye. And she says, "Now I join my brother." As you see the shadow of this dripping. He looks at you. He raises his staff. "You have decimated my tribe and disfigured me forever. Do you have any last words?" As he lifts his staff.
I just do the old Angry Anderson Mad Max 3 hand out of the wreckage on fire and just give him the bird.
There's a red flash of light, and you're just like in a abandoned wasteland that's hot and red, because that was the last thing you see. And in the distance, you just see 2 figures, and they turn around, and one is Ari holding hands with Dudo, and they sort of just walk into like a burning fire, which you think is a horizon. You hope it's a horizon, and they disappear or they get incinerated.
Do I see
Cragnut,
my old friend Cragnut?
you see
me down this path.
As you turn around, you see someone just leaning against a rock. He looks sort of dark and sort of skeletal, and he comes over to you and he says,
Missing a finger bone.
He says, "Where's my finger, motherfucker?" He gives you a bit of expletive as the curtain draws hand in hand.
You know, the Merchants Guild wasn't that bad after all, now that I think about it.
It was a good life. It was a good life. It was simple. It was good being the king, and being a bully on everyone.
Sure, I got told what to do every day, but, at least I had a purpose. I had direction.
Oh, man, those dice roll. Look, we can only blame the dice roller.
Mate, I'm never using that roller map ever again. I'm sorry.
I think
my foot down.
There probably is a clause that due to not using the official die roller, this could be appealed.
Yeah.
The decision could
Corruption.
be appealed. Well, next session, folks, there'll be a new adventure, and join us for a new character that TAZZ will create in the meantime to once again reignite his adventures in the age of adventure. Any last words, my old friend?
In honour of Johnny Bricks, a final cup of tea.
What about Harry? Oh, yeah, go.
Who?
Oh.
Anyway, Harry's got her brother,
Oh, yeah, true.
That's
Wherever
true.
he may be. All right, folks, until next time, GMH signing out, and we will see you on the flip side.
At least I'll have the pies to look forward to now.